Hello, all you hardcores. Welcome to part two. I'm joined by Andy from up north in Scotland. How you doing, Andy?
Good, thanks, Russ. Right. Good, thanks.
How many
All good here.
how many vodkas you had tonight?
Had none. Had some last night, but none tonight. I got myself a nice. Anybody likes vodka, I'd recommend that. Krupnik vodka. It's Polish vodka, and it's very smooth, nice. I don't always see it in the shop when I'm in there, but there was some back in stock, so I thought I'll have a wee bottle of that.
You
I
like
had some last night.
you like that, don't you, Andy? That vodka.
I like good vodka, yeah. Good vodka. I don't drink a lot of it, but if you're going to drink it, drink good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. You boys like a drink up there, don't you? Do you like McEwen's Exports?
My granddad used to drink that. Tartan Special and McEwen's Export.
You
He used
like
to drink that.
do you like Skull?
Skull, no, I don't drink beer or lager. I'm a spiritualist.
No, no offense, mate, but I was padded up with this Geordie in jail years ago. And I used to say, what do you drink and when you're out there? And he used to say, Tennant's Super Strength. I said, God, that's really, really strong, that, isn't it? He goes, yeah. He goes, what do you like? I goes, oh, Skull. He goes, Skull, that's like a shandy. I could you what? I couldn't think of anything. I goes, oh, it's like skull me, and I was talking to someone, and he goes, oh, you didn't say skull, did you? I goes, yeah, I couldn't think what to say. He goes, it's about 3% in it, is it? Yeah.
I don't drink beer or lager. I like some ciders, though. I quite like cider.
I was
I
telling my
love a
mate
can of
that
cider.
story. He goes, tell us about that story when you said you drank skull. I told him, he goes, you know why he did it? He goes, because you've probably seen advert on telly, and that's you, Porky, you're a dumb fuck. He goes, what are you on about? He goes, that bloke.
Skull.
He goes, how come you're not reading it out? He goes, I've forgotten the words. He goes, well, memorize them. It's only one word, isn't it? Oh, oh, oh,
You should have said top deck.
yeah.
Top deck.
There's no wrong with Shandy Bass.
No, nah. What was the other thing my old man used to drink? Well, he doesn't drink at all, really, but he'd have a can of Sweetheart Stout.
Who don't drink
Or,
your missus?
that'd be better. No, my old man. Oh, years
Oh,
and
your
years ago. He
old
doesn't
man.
drink.
Oh,
My
yeah.
dad doesn't drink.
Uh,
No, he doesn't
okay
drink. He
then.
worked in a distillery.
What?
He used to work in a distillery, but he was probably the only person there that didn't drink.
Yeah, only person who didn't drink. A Scotsman working in a distillery. God, that's a bit quite dangerous, isn't it? You might
Nah.
be out left to drink.
He could tell you a few stories about some of the characters he worked with.
Yeah.
Aye.
Looking at this Eubank situation, obviously he's done beefy, hasn't he? And beefy's been loading it up since January, February, hasn't he? You know, celebrating and giving it the big one. And he looked knocked about, Liam Smith, last night, didn't he? Really looked busted up, didn't he?
That's what I said. I've got a wee WhatsApp chat with a couple of my pals. One of them was here last night watching the boxing, but I thought it was almost a one-sided systematic beating, wasn't it? It was one-sided, really one-sided.
One-sided. It's surely to God, Liam Smith can't want to fight him again now at 160 because
No.
whatever happened to him with that Conor Ben situation, he had issues with weight, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now, whatever's happened since then, Liam Smith is not an 160-pound fighter. I think it's all caught up with him. So the boots turned on other foot.
Yeah.
So maybe Liam Smith might need to step up a weight or retire. But no, he's not, is he? Liam Smith's out with begging ball because he wants to get paid again. And it's like they can't leave it alone. It's pure greed, you know.
Yeah.
Now, Liam Smith's had two
Yeah. He said he'd lost 3 stone before the fight, but why is he? Yeah.
Liam Smith said he lost £42, correct. £42,
Yeah.
you were £202. Right? How's he 202 getting down to 160? £42. That's a lot of weight to lose that.
Why is he getting as heavy as that in the first place? That's bad discipline, isn't it? I would say.
Of course it is. Massive that. 14 stone 6
Yeah.
middleweight. It's Billy Joe weight, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
It's more than Billy Joe. But I wonder if anybody's going to pick up on it and talk about it, because there's something wrong when he's supposed to have this dad who, you know, his dad, Popeye, beat old man. But he thinks he's Popeye the Sailor Man, doesn't he? Well, surely if his dad's into all this Dominic Ingle carry on, he'll know what to eat and what not to eat, because all them big juice heads know what to eat and not what to eat, don't they? So why ain't it rubbed off on his kid? Because if he's blowing up like that, that's Jim Royal weight, isn't it? That, like his older brother Paul. We all know what happened with Paul Smith, don't we? Fight week against Andre Ward. We all know what happened when he didn't even get on. Yeah, he just blagged it, didn't he? Listen, Liam Smith had a bad day at office and he shouldn't really be coming out with excuses, because he's hammered Eubank this last 7 months about all his excuses, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's eating humble pie now, isn't he?
Well, yeah, because he's going to want that begging bowl out. He's saying, well, it's up to Chris now. We've had 2. It's 1 all. I want another one, but Eubank might want to go in a different direction, because it's bound to go through Eubank's head now, isn't it? This, his head's bound to go, and he's going to think he's above his head. Look, only belt he's got at Hobbs, a British title when he would beat Blackwell, didn't he, or whatever. But this is how I look at it. Young Eubank, he's all right, but he's not everybody's cup of tea, is he? That's his best win, Liam Smith.
Yeah.
I know
that's probably as good as I've seen him box.
He's beat James DeGale, hasn't he? And he's beat Arthur Abraham. And he's beat Liam Smith. There's 3 there. And he beat some other dude, didn't he, for a couple of times for an IBO belt. But if you don't want to count that, he's got 3 decent-ish wins on there. But Arthur Abraham, he'd had loads of losses by the time Eubank got him. DeGale had been knocked about. You know, so he went like it were Groves taking DeGale's O, and then Frotts were taking Groves' O. He went like that. He got him. I thought
he should have beat Saunders. I thought he beat himself against Saunders. He didn't hardly do anything in the first 6 rounds, did he? And then he was playing catch up. But I thought if he'd done more in the earlier rounds, he could have beat Saunders, I thought.
Well, there's always that Saunders fight there. Eddie's good. Eddie, listen, what are you going to have now? What are you going to have now? You're going to have Eddie Hills with the begging bowl out, wanting to work with young Eubank now. And you might see Conor Benn pushed to one side now. You might do, mate. Because these people are not bothered. Listen, look, put yourself in Eddie's situation. If Eddie could work with Eubank and do really well, but it'd mean he couldn't work with Conor Benn, would Eddie do that? Or would he say, no, I'm loyal to Conor Benn? What would Eddie do?
He'll do anything. If he sees mileage and so on, he'll do it, won't he?
There you go. It's just like Dennis, the businessmen, aren't they? They're opportunists. That's what opportunists do.
It's all about money, yeah.
Listen, I've been at many a party. Dennis has said to me, are you coming in here? And I'm like, no, I'm not going in there while he's there. I can't stand him, Dennis. I don't like him. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, he's just like me at times. Are you coming over here, Dennis? No, I don't like him. Well, I like him, Dennis. Are you coming over and stand over here? No, I'm not. Okay, then. Will you sit over there then, Dennis? I used to take piss out of him. What? It's true, isn't it? Sometimes If you just don't want to be in somebody's company, you don't have to be in the company, do you, Andy?
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
But
it.
Eddie Hills, he ain't bothered about that. He's like, look, I'll work with anybody. I'm a brass. Well, some people are not like him. Some people just can't have a drink with some people. They might work with them. I personally don't
Yeah.
want to be in people's company who I don't like. I've always been like that.
Nah.
Always. Dennis,
Now it's
he's very similar to
it's
that.
like going
Dennis, but
to
if it involves money, he'll go sit with them. Whereas I can't do that. I can't go and sit with Eddie and Dennis or Spotty Frank, whatever. So why would I want to be near them? I won't want to be near them.
that's because you've got principles.
Well, I don't know about that whatever I've done in my life. Ex-thief, drug dealer, drug taker, cigarette smuggler, you name it.
That's on the past though, eh? So
Yeah, it's all in the past,
you've got
but
principles now.
I'd like to think that I've got something about me, a little bit more than Dennis. High five in the guard is Dennis, you snake in the grass. High five in the
What is he
guard.
doing?
He knows what I think about the
High-fiving him.
guard, but I also know what Dennis thinks about the guard. So why would you high five him? It was like Custer's last stand, wasn't it? We've weighed Tommy Frank into to Eddie Hearn. We've weighed Dave Allen into Ben Shalom. And nobody else to wait now, so let's leave the building and just high five people who have got on with boxing because they might not see me for another 10 years. Well, Dennis is walking around giving people hugs who he's not seen for years, and he said, listen, I'm going to get off because we've got no fighters left now, and you might not see me for another 10 straight. Well, nobody's seen him since Jamie McDonnell had that win in Donny. Everybody was like, are you that bloke that used to be formerly Dennis Hobson? It was embarrassing to see Ron. It was embarrassing to see Big Ron struggling to remind people who we were. It was embarrassing. And it was so cringe. Oh, some of the cringiness, some of the photos, I'll send you in a minute while people sent me. It's so cringe and two-faced that I made a good decision when I said to him, you need to get rid of him, him. Because they're all two-faced dogs. Yeah, well, that's part of the game, isn't it? But that ain't for me, that. All that high-fiving people, and you don't like them.
Big Ron's a chameleon, eh? He's just
Big Ron is a chameleon, but could you imagine this, Andy, right? If I went to a show and I walked straight up to Eddie Hills and I high-fived him, or the Gad, could you imagine how stick I'd get?
You'd be ruined then.
You might as well shut it down. I might as well shut it down.
At the end of the channel,
I sold it to that. Who is it who tried to buy it off me a few years ago? That right wing bloke who turned up. Said to Rico, what do you reckon about this? He's offering this much, he's offering that much. Rico went, jog him on. When me and Rico were riding high, top at charts. When me and Rico were in charts, Walker's Corner. You what?
Who was it trying to buy your channel?
Well, they didn't try and buy it as such. They were making offers. These, I don't know what it were. They were like, they took me out for something to eat and all this and this fancy car, and then let me and my mate order what we want. So we ordered loads of stuff I could hardly eat now. I didn't really know what they were on about. And they were wanting to put all this like stuff out on YouTube. No, people were saying it were like Tommy Robinson stuff. It weren't. It were. I'd say it were about
stuff.
Immigration and stuff like that, but it's what it leads to, isn't it? I said it's a boxing channel, mate. Yeah, but you did a few videos of the month that were a bit different. Have you thought about doing other stuff? I went, not really. Like, it's what it leads to, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I just
butter you up.
They were like Jack the Lads, and they were from down there, weren't they? And it's not my cup of tea, that lot down there. They're on a different planet. Well, they probably are on a different planet financially to us down there, down south in Essex. But no, it wasn't for me. And do I regret it? No. but they were talking telephone numbers. But this is how I look at it. They must have thought they had somebody like me, because I've got a bit of knackers on a bit of front. They must have thought he could pull it off him. He'll do it for a few quid, and I jogged them on. And to be honest with you, I look back. But I do think about it sometimes. And I think, well, where's their channel? What have they done? They've done zero, haven't they? Just chit chatters. That's what you get. Chit chatters. Just like boxing, you know. People that chat shit for a living. Professional shit chatters in boxing. Professional, mate. Professional.
That's it. Look at Eddie Hill's amount of shit he chats. Video after video, interview after interview. Where does he get it all from? It's just, he's like a talking machine, isn't he?
Well, if you repeat something, right, 20 times in a day in an interview, you remember it word for word, won't you, after about 4 interviews? You just keep repeating the same old shit. And eventually you convince yourself that it's true. This is what he does. Well, he's not once has he admitted that Conor Benn's guilty. Not once. Not once they said no, they can't bring themselves to do it. So
he's in too deep now, He could have washed his hands on him at the start,
You what, mate?
He could have washed his hands on him at the start of all that, but now he's in too deep, and he's, like you say, tell a lie, you got to tell a bigger lie to keep it going.
Well, listen, Andy, this is how I look at it, right? If he gets banned, Crusher Ben, for 4 years, what use is he to Eddie Hills then?
None. He's gone.
No use to him whatsoever. Gone.
It just needs to get sorted out. It's just dragged on way too long.
It's dragged on now. We're in September now. It's been going on since July last year. 14 months. It's been going on 14 months. Nobody's fighting. Everybody's upset. His dad's upset only because the Reddies they've missed out on. That's all they're bothered about. The money they've missed out on. They don't care about anybody. His dad didn't even care about a British title back in days, father.
Yeah.
His dad cared for money. That's all his dad cared for back then. Money. That was it. And it's a shame. Money. That's just how it's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
There was another fight on him.
Go on.
Sorry?
I was going to say, what did you think?
There was a
performance.
Whose performance? The referee. In the Eubank fight.
Yeah, what do you think to it?
Try to remember now, was he? Who was the referee? Was it Mark Lyson or was he in a? No, he was. Was he referee?
Fight, wasn't he?
That was a big freeze fight, yeah. I can't remember who the ref was in the Eubank fight.
Yeah, I'll hang on a minute. Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. box rec. Let's have a look. Chris Eubank Jr. is the number 2 ranked middleweight in the world on box rec, behind Gennady Golovkin. That's how we.
That happened.
I don't know. He's number 2 behind Golovkin. Liam Smith's number 3. Nair Sultanov's number 4. Adamaz number 5. Zarafa, Michael Zarafa, number 6 from Kell Brookbeat. So basically,
a weak division, yeah.
The middleweight division shot to shit. Eubank's waiting it out, hasn't
he? Yep. He could get a title now.
He probably gonna get a title. Right. He probably is now, isn't he? Number 2 box ranking. Well, what's all that about?
See that, eh? Has Golovkin must have a title, does he? Golovkin.
The referee was Kevin Parker, and it was Steve Gray, Mark Lyson, and Kieran McCann.
That's the judges, huh?
The judges.
I don't remember much controversy about him. I don't remember much controversy about the ref through the fight. What did you think?
What did I think of his performance? The referees?
Yeah.
I thought he did all right. I
Yeah.
thought he did better than the Mark Lyson in the Dave Allen fight, because he said to his Big Freeze, if you throw another low ball punch, Big Freeze, you're getting disqualified. So Big Freeze threw another
Didn't
one,
do it, did
and he never did anything, the referee. So what is all that about?
Big Freeze tried to recreate Andrew Gallotta's fights against Riddick Bowe. Well, he did get disqualified, didn't he?
He did something, didn't he?
Twice. Yeah.
I don't know what we're going.
That's it. No, I don't remember much about the ref, so that can be a good thing. In the Eubank fight, he couldn't have been interfering too much or doing anything untoward, or I would notice that. There was another fight on Friday night that I watched. Two guys that retired years ago, I thought. Willie Lemond and Ricky Burns. That was on Friday night.
What?
It was on BBC Scotland. It's like a farewell fight, I think it was. But I thought Ricky Burns still actually looked quite sharp. It was an entertaining fight while it lasted, but I think it was an 8th round stoppage for Ricky Burns. Willie Lemon's nose was all burst up, couldn't breathe, so I think it was stopped then. So it was all right while it lasted.
What do you think to Lyndon Arthur?
Now that fight was on when I switched over to Ricky Burns' fight, and I went, but I missed the end of it. But he was getting beaten. He was getting knocked about at one point when I seen it. But did he pull it out the bag? I take it. Did he win by knockout?
Yeah, he won in 10th round.
Pulled it out the bag. I'll have to watch that and replay. But I did watch a bit of the fight earlier on, but then I put it back to watch the Ricky Burns fight. But he was getting. I think he was taking a bit of punishment when I seen it. But that's good. He pulled out the bag, though. Yeah, it keeps him in the mix, I suppose.
Well, fucking does, doesn't it, mate? But this is how I look at it, right? Lyndon Harper's now got a light heavyweight IBO world title.
Yep. And that's all right, because he got beat by Yard, didn't he? Yard beat him early in the rematch, didn't he? But he's done well to come back from that.
Listen, he's done really well, Lyndon Harper. He's an IBO world champion, and he's ranked 18 in world. You know, he's back in the mix now, isn't he?
Back in the mix, huh? See where he goes from there.
Well,
who's he with now? What promotional company is he with now?
He's with.
He was with Bricktop, wasn't
he? He was with who?
He was with Bricktop a while back, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know he's with now, but the good thing is he's only 32 and he's 6'2". He's 23-1. He's doing well. He's doing well. I'm on at mood for him. I'm on at mood for him, actually. He's done really, really well to get into that position.
Yeah. And he's still got time left to do something else there. So
I think he's with Calla Sauerland now, isn't he? Calla.
Ah, right, yeah. Good luck to him, eh? Let's hope we can do something more.
Yeah, well, what's happening with Anthony Yard? I mean, what's happening with him now?
He's kind of stagnating at the moment, isn't he? He's no word on fighting again, is there?
He is stagnating. He fights Ricky Summers in 3 weeks.
Right.
So that's not.
Is that
Hey?
He's fighting.
Yeah, he's fighting Ricky Summers.
Yeah. There's other fight. Who else is fighting in 3 weeks? There's something else coming on, isn't there?
Yeah. Seconds, I'll soon tell you that. Right, Bricktop's got
anybody...
on. You are.
Ah. Any word of Huey fighting soon?
No, there's no word with Huey, but it's Zhang against Joyce headline, and then you've got Anthony
That's
Hart,
right.
Ricky Summers. It's a bit crap after that. In fact, it's terrible.
What do you think with Joyce and Zhang? Do you think that's repeat?
Eh?
Do you think Joyce and Zhang will be a repeat or revenge?
I think it'll be repeat. Repeat. Yeah, I think.
I'm kind of hoping it's revenge, but I feel it kind of could be a repeat. But if he's got a decent corner that can use an end swell instead of just letting the eye swell up, if his eye does swell up again, he would probably stood a better chance. But I couldn't believe that when that happened yet. Nobody was talking about it nobody was asking him about that, was it? The bad work by the corner, not keeping the swelling under control. You know, I never seen them one end swell. The eye swelled right up.
Oh, Liam Smith.
But it stuck in. No, with Joe Joyce in the last fight.
Oh, the Joe Joyce one.
What stuck in my head was I remember watching Lennox Lewis against Ray Mercer, and that was a tough fight. And you even watch at the end of the first round, Lewis's corner's got the end swell, keeping the swelling down in the eyes before he even got swelling. I think at the end of the fight, both Lewis's eyes were pretty swollen, but it was good corner work there, keeping on top of it. But I never seen anybody doing anything to Joyce to look after his eye swelling, you know, because it was swelling from the second round on, wasn't it? They just seem to let it swell up. There's no, from what I seen anyway, on TV, but
well,
proof's in the pudding, isn't it?
Hey,
Proof's in the pudding. His eye just swelled up, didn't it? And they didn't seem to be doing anything to stop that or help it. But I think he might have bought him another couple of rounds, 2 or 3 rounds more. But he always comes on strong late and fights Joyce, but he didn't have that chance, did he? But Zhang was good. Zhang was accurate, wasn't he? Accurate with that backhand and boxed well. So that'll be intriguing. See what happens. But probably it could be a Zhang win again. Joyce has to do something, doesn't he? He has to. That's him on the downward spiral.
Joe Joyce is going to have to. I don't know. He's going to have to do Zhang if he wants to get back in mix, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a must-win fight. It's a bit like Eubank's position he was in against Smith, wasn't it? I suppose so. I never know. He might surprise us.
Yeah, might do. Might do. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, isn't it? Moving forward, kid. What else on that show last night? Adam Azine won, didn't he? Dave Allen.
Yeah, so he did well.
Lyndon Arthur won the £175 IBO belt on Friday on a Callis show.
Yeah.
So he's in mix.
Yeah.
Callum Smith's going to fight Viterbo in January. I'd like to see Lyndon Arthur against Callum Smith.
Yeah.
Keep that belt in the UK.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's a good belt. Yeah. Keep that belt in the UK. Why not? Why not?
Yeah. But yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forwards, isn't it, really? With all these wins we've had at weekend. Lyndon Arthur getting a good win.
Yeah.
Jack Cully beating Mark.
No more word.
Lucky, wasn't it?
That was an upset, wasn't it?
Big upset that, Andy, wasn't it? Shocked me that. Just shows you one day you can be cock at Woods, next day you know.
Yeah, one puncher. I can turn it upside down. That's it. But no more word of the Saudi money, is there?
Hey?
no more word of the Saudi money.
What do you see happening with this Crusher Ben band? Do you think he's gonna just come out and surprise us all?
I think he should be banned, eh? If he's failed 2 drug tests, that's no punishment administered. That's just wrong, isn't it? They can't ban one person for stuff and then no ban him for basically the same crime, can they?
No, but his dad's
For the
rock
board,
on. Everybody will be scared to death of his dad, won't
he's going to be slapping everybody.
they? Yeah, he's going to be cracking us all like Don Charles for having an opinion. Is that right, Don? He's not going to crack anybody that tells you to your face, your man's a quitter, Don, eh? Well, maybe it's best he's got that quit in him, Don, because it will left to you, he'd be out there to be fed to wolves like you've done with Chisora. I mean, this is how I look at it, right? I wouldn't let you take a dog for a walk round block, Don. No offence, but look at the state of Derek Chisora. He's a walking advertisement for headache tablets, isn't he?
Yeah.
So no,
Maybe Don doesn't even have a towel.
huh?
Maybe Don's the trainer with no towel. He's not got a towel to throw in.
I won't be training my kids or anybody I know, let me tell you. No offence, but not for me. Look at the state of Derek Chisora. If he thinks he can keep wheeling Derek Chisora every time he's left him, what's he took him back 6 times? Gee, what?
6
Derek
times or something.
Chisora's gone, what is it? 8 and 8 or something in his last 16 or something like that, whatever. Look, end of the day, mate, right? He left him in there too long on many occasions, Chisora. Many occasions.
Yeah.
His brains are scrambled now. He don't know whether he's coming or going. He don't know whether he's coming or going him now.
Can't undo that damage, yeah.
You what, pal?
Can't undo it. Once that damage is done, you can't undo it.
No, you can't take it back. It's like somebody sticking a court order on you. It's not going to go away, is it, unless you get a good lawyer?
Yeah.
And,
That's it.
I just wonder what's going to happen now with it all. I don't know. It's one of them things, isn't it? Well, listen.
I got my picture of Frotch up in my cavern now. So
have a look.
that was it. That was that day at Knock Hill.
Oh, it's a good picture, that, mate. Isn't it?
Aye. I need to get some more boxing memorabilia in here. There's a lot of music stuff, but I need to get some more boxing stuff.
Yeah,
I've got a big Muhammad Ali poster with Thriller in Manila with Joe Frazier, but it's too big to put up. There's not enough space, not enough wall space to put up. But I'll get some smaller ones, smaller pictures now.
good man. I'll sort you out a couple. Let's have a look what we've got round. I've got a picture of. Let's have a look. I've got a Frotch one here on front page of a magazine. Oh, it's Ring Mag. You can't have that one. It's the only Ring Mag one. We'll have a look. Any pictures and that.
I used to buy the Ring Mag. I used to buy the Ring Mag years ago.
Get them framed. I always say to people, they say, "What can we put on wall to make my bedroom look nice?" I said, "Get you sent a Ring magazine or a boxing news magazine every month."
Yeah.
You've been doing it for about 6 months. You'll have 12 pictures. And just go get 12 frames and frame them. And that's it. They're all colourful. That's what I think. Anyway. So,
I used to buy Ring magazine, KO magazine, Boxing Monthly, Boxing News. To buy all them years ago. But some interest waned a while back. I stopped buying that, but I might start buying them again. And you can see most of the stuff online now, but it's nice to have a magazine just to read. But I used to keep them all and end up there.
I'll tell you what's a good one to buy. The Ward Gatti one where they've got baseball bats on front. I'm not sure which one it is. It's the second one or the third. and they're both and I think they do like a promo at some Boston Red Sox or some, I don't know, but it's baseball bat thing,
They were brilliant fights.
and they do it
They were
baseball.
superb fights.
Yeah. I think that one's a good one to order. You know, from the Ring Magazine back catalogue. That's a nice one to get framed. That one. There's a decent.
I've still
one.
got. I've still got magazines and boxes somewhere. I'll have to dig them out.
Dig
Tell
them
you what I
out.
do have.
Huh?
I've got a program. I inherited a lot of. I got rid of all this stuff. I stayed in a flat years ago, and I got rid of all this stuff. I gave it to a gym in Perth. It's a boxing gym, or they do MMA stuff. I gave them all my magazines. But then about 2 months later, my brother's lodger's pal's dad passed away or something. So I inherited all this. It was like all the stuff I got rid of. I got it all back again. All these boxing magazines, but stuff way back to the 60s. And I've actually got a program from a Muhammad Ali Henry Cooper fight. And I've got one for Muhammad Ali Brian London fight. I've got actual programs from the fight, so they're nice mementos to have.
Yeah, that's good. That mate. I'll have a look at them when I see you, mate. Okie
Yeah.
doke then. Well, listen, thanks for coming on, Andy. You've been a top man. Hope you
Don't
well.
forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, leave a comment. Press notification button. Start putting some respect on the pork.
Yeah.
Start putting some
Russ,
respect on us. Don't cheat. All right, listen, you take care, Andy. It's 20 to 12 on a Sunday night. Have a great evening, what's left of it, and I'll speak to you tomorrow, my friend. Pop, bang.
Okay, mate. Take care.
Right.
All the best.
Right.